Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
So now today we are going to learn about two topics. One is my circuit breaker tripping time, and second we this is a very simple topic that we will discuss. And also along with this we will also discuss our bus bar calculations. So mm, this circuit breaker tripping time and our cable tray, cable tray, bus bar and earthing. So these four topics, I'm left with these four topics only with respect to my designing. So I will cover these two topics today and these two topics tomorrow. And day after tomorrow, we will start our Dialex software. So in this software, we will discuss about our designing, interior designing, how to create room, like walls, how to color, how to place different objects in a room, then how to select lighting fixture, then how to simulate that lighting fixture or lighting design in the software, and then also we'll discuss how to create report of lighting system that will be generated by Dialect software, and also will create our lighting design or lighting layout by using the dialects, but it will be the output will be given in AutoCAD file. So these all these things will be discussed in our in this week. So in this week I will cover all the topics of your designing. Then after this, the drafting part will be given by our team to you. All this after this week, and also I have shared one assignment with you, our complete assignment. So you have to start your assignment, and you have to cover all these topics that will be all the calculations that are given in this assignment. You have to go with that. So you start your assignment. Now today I am coming with my topic that I left in last class. So have you anyone checked this calculation? I checked this calculation and I found this is correct calculation, and there is not any mistake. There was some misunderstanding from my side in my last lecture, in my last topic. I I took the maximum fault level that was different from this that we have discussed here, and also some factors was not same as I am explaining with you. So that's why the calculation was not same as I got result from in my in my last batch. So that's why it was a misunderstanding. So this is the correct value that we have calculated for our short circuit on feeder to 1.85. So on this feeder, if my fault occurs, so the maximum current value that may occur, it may be 1.8 something kilo amperes, not more than. In the worst condition, this will be the maximum short circuit current. But below this value it may occur, okay, but not not more than this. So we have calculated this value for our this feeder. Now after calculating this short circuit current, I have to check whether this cable can handle this much amount of current or not. So I will compare these two values, means the fault actual value that may occur in this feeder, and the value and the short circuit current that may occur. Okay, so the value that I have calculated for my this feeder. So this is the value that I got 1.8 something kilo amperes. So this will be the maximum current that can occur, that may occur in this feeder. Now I have to check whether this cable can handle this much amount of current for my tripping time of my circuit breaker. So now coming for my this formula, checking for cable size and circuit breaker tripping time. So in this you can see here, calculate the maximum fault current. With your cable, so cable fault current handling capacity means this is here is the cable, with the size of this cable is 150 square mm that we have calculated in our conductor size calculation. Now check this cable can handle this much amount of current or not. So I am having this simple formula, current for cable fault current handling capacity can be calculated by using this equation. Standard short circuit capacity of cable means that will be given by your manufacturer into number of runs and divided by root t, where root t is the tripping time of your circuit breaker. And for lt cable or lt system, or and or for LT circuit breaker, the tripping time range is from 0.01 second to 1 second. The tripping time should not increase by 1 second. Okay, so I will calculate this value. Now my cable fault current handling capacity, handling handling capacity will be equals to standard short circuit capacity of cable. Now open your catalog. In that catalog you will find this short circuit capacity, means short circuit capacity rating of 1.1 kV grade cables. Okay, now see here, my manufacturer Jamcap, they are providing two types of cable, like one is PVC and HRPVC and also XLPE. So I am using XLPE cable, but in my XLPE catalog they haven't given this short circuit rating. They haven't they have given only for this HRPVC and PVC. So in this case there will be, I will use this HRPVC for this XLPE also. Okay, because this HRPVC is the modified version of PVC, which is have some property, similar property of my XLPE. So see here I am having nominal area of conductor. So here the size of my cable is 150 square mm and it can carry, and it is my aluminium cable. So this will be my short circuit standard capacity of my cable. So my cable can handle 10.35 kilo amperes of current with t is equals to 0 seconds. So it is by default given by my manufacturer. Now see here, the handling capacity of my cable is 10.35 into number of runs, it is 1, and root t time, I am also assuming 1 second for my tripping time, 1 second. So you can understand my cable can handle this much amount of current, kilo amperes, when short circuit will occur. And now you can see cable short circuit current capacity is greater than standard short circuit current handling capacity of my cable. So what I can say, that my cable can handle this much amount of current of 1.3585 kilo amperes of current easily. This is the less value, very less value, but my cable can handle more value, more than this value. So you can see this cable can handle 1.85 kilo amperes of current easily. So it means that the size of my cable is correct, as per my voltage drop and short circuit calculation. So I hope it is clear. Now up to this point, now my cable selection criteria is over. Is it clear for you?
Yes.
Okay. So now I am ending this topic here. Now I am starting my next topic, that is my bus bar. So I will share this PPT with you. Don't worry about that. Now I am starting with my bus bar calculation. So actually this bus bar, you you can see nowadays these bus bars are using everywhere in most of the projects if you are having a large project. So first, now come to a introduction. A bus bar, what does it bus bar? Actually this is also your conductor, but these are in shape of metallic strips, and these metallic sheets or strips will be without any insulation. Okay, so these are the bus bar you can see over here. These are the copper bus bar. See here. So this is your bus bar. Now a bus bar is a metallic strip or bar actually used to conduct electricity within the switch gear. This is your switch gear. You can see how they are using as transmitting electricity from one point to another point. And you will find in distribution boards, substations, or other electrical apparatuses. Its primary function is to carry large current. We use bus bars where we are having large amount of current, and where we are having heat dissipation problem, and where we are having installation problem. So in those areas we use our bus bars, and it distribute them we distribute them electricity efficiently to multiple circuits or systems. Bus bars are essential components in power distribution, especially in high current scenarios where conventional cables may not suffices. Now see here. Okay, that is in another PPT. So here you can see we have calculated our cable. So in our cable, what was the size of my main cable? What was the size of my main cable? That was 4 runs. Now can you imagine, is it easy to install these 4 runs 3.5 core cable of 400 square mm easily? There will be lot of problems will be there during installation, and there will be many problem if any fault occurs. So let's suppose if you are having 4 runs, and if any on any run, if there will be any fault, so how you will able to locate easily? So there we have lot of problem of installation of these 4 runs in a single circuit of 400 square mm cable. So that will not be easy, and the maintenance will not be easy. The locating fault will not also be easy. So that's why in these locations or in these areas where we have large amount of current,